Join us on an extraordinary journey as we explore the 7 natural wonders of the world. Number 7. Aurora Borealis. Our journey begins in the high northern latitudes, under a sky ablaze with color. Here in the remote and often frigid expanses of the Arctic, nature puts on one of its most mesmerizing displays. The Aurora Borealis, also known as the Northern Lights, is a celestial ballet of light and energy, a phenomenon that transcends the ordinary and ventures into the realm of the extraordinary. This spectacle has captivated humankind for millennia, inspiring countless myths, legends, and scientific inquiries. Imagine standing under this celestial canvas, a dizzying display of green, blue, violet, and red, each hue dancing in perfect harmony, shimmering and swirling across the night sky, creating a visual symphony that leaves onlookers in awe. For centuries, these ethereal lights have been woven into the mythology of the Inuit and Sami people who inhabit the Arctic regions of North America and Scandinavia. They believed the lights to be spirits dancing across the heavens, a divine performance that connected the earthly realm with the spiritual. Scientifically, the aurora is actually a collision of charged particles from the sun carried on solar winds with atoms in Earth's atmosphere. This interaction is a complex dance of physics and natural forces. When these charged particles collide with atmospheric atoms, they transfer energy, causing the atoms to become excited. These excited atoms then release energy in the form of light, painting the sky with those vibrant hues that we see as the aurora. The color of the aurora depends on the type of gas being excited and the altitude at which the collision occurs. This scientific explanation, however, does not diminish the magic of the experience. The most common color, green, is produced by oxygen molecules at lower altitudes, around 100 kilometers above the Earth's surface. Green auroras are the most frequently observed and are often the brightest, making them a staple of the Northern Lights experience. The rarer red auroras are created by high-altitude oxygen at heights of up to 300 kilometers. These red lights are less common and often appear as a faint glow or a dramatic deep red curtain. These magnificent displays are most often seen in a band called the auroral oval, a ring-shaped region centered around the magnetic poles of the Earth. This oval lies within a radius of about 2,500 kilometers around the Earth's magnetic poles, where the magnetic field lines converge and interact with solar winds. During periods of heightened solar activity, these ovals can expand, sometimes dramatically, bringing the aurora to lower latitudes and allowing more people to witness this natural wonder. In Norse mythology, the aurora was believed to be the Bifrost Bridge, a shimmering pathway connecting the realm of mortals to Asgard, the home of the gods. This mythological bridge was a symbol of connection and transition. For the Inuit people of Greenland, the aurora represented the spirits of their ancestors playing a game with a walrus skull, a belief that imbued the lights with a sense of playfulness and reverence. Today, we may have a scientific understanding of the aurora, but its power to enchant and inspire remains undiminished. The blend of science and mythology only adds to its allure. To stand beneath this celestial ballet is to witness the raw power of nature, the intricate dance between our planet and the cosmos. It is a reminder of the beauty and complexity of the universe, a spectacle that transcends time and space. Number 6. The Grand Canyon. Our journey takes us now to the American Southwest, to a place where the Earth's history is laid bare in all its grandeur. Carved over millions of years by the relentless force of the Colorado River, this vast chasm stretches for 277 miles, reaching a depth of over a mile. As we gaze upon its layered bands of colorful rock, we're essentially looking back in time, each layer telling a story of ancient seas, shifting deserts, and the powerful forces that have shaped our planet. The oldest rocks at the bottom of the canyon are estimated to be around 2 billion years old, formed when this part of North America was still a shallow sea. Over eons, layer upon layer of sediment accumulated, eventually hardening into rock. Then around 70 million years ago, the Earth's tectonic plates shifted, pushing the land upwards and creating the Colorado Plateau. The Colorado River, once a meandering stream, was now presented with a steep incline and began carving its way downward, gradually exposing the layers of rock and creating the canyon we see today. For centuries, Native American tribes have lived in and around the canyon, their lives intertwined with its rhythms and its mysteries. The Havasupai people, whose name means people of the blue-green water, have called the canyon home for over 800 years. The canyon is also home to a wealth of ancient rock art, some dating back thousands of years. These petroglyphs and pictographs offer glimpses into the lives and beliefs of the people who lived here long ago, their stories etched into the very walls of the canyon. The Grand Canyon is a powerful reminder of the interconnectedness of all things. Number 5. The Great Barrier Reef. Our journey now takes us to the turquoise waters of the Coral Sea off the coast of Australia to explore a world teeming with life. The Great Barrier Reef is a vast underwater ecosystem stretching for over 1,400 miles. It's the largest living structure on Earth, visible even from space. Imagine yourself immersed in this underwater wonderland, surrounded by a kaleidoscope of colors and a dazzling array of marine life. Coral reefs, often called the rainforests of the sea, are built by tiny animals called polyps, which secrete calcium carbonate to form their protective skeletons. Over thousands of years, these skeletons grow and accumulate, creating the intricate structures that make up the reef. The Great Barrier Reef is home to an astounding diversity of life, with over 1,500 species of fish, 411 species of hard coral, and 6 of the world's 7 species of sea turtles. For the Aboriginal Australians, the reef is not just a source of food and resources, but a place of deep spiritual significance. One Aboriginal creation story tells of a giant stingray who, while journeying across the ocean, created the Great Barrier Reef with its tail. However, this fragile ecosystem is facing a growing threat from climate change. Rising ocean temperatures cause coral bleaching, a process where stressed corals expel the symbiotic algae that give them their color and provide them with food. Number 4. The harbor of Rio de Janeiro. Our exploration now takes us to the southeastern coast of Brazil, where granite peaks rise dramatically from the Atlantic Ocean, creating one of the most instantly recognizable harbors in the world. Rio de Janeiro's breathtaking natural harbor, dotted with over 100 islands and fringed by white sand beaches, has captivated explorers and visitors for centuries. The harbor's most iconic landmark is undoubtedly Christ the Redeemer, the Art Deco statue of Jesus Christ standing atop Corcovado Mountain, his outstretched arms seeming to embrace the entire city. This symbol of faith and hope, completed in 1931, offers panoramic views of Rio's sprawling cityscape, its beaches and the iconic Sugarloaf Mountain, another granite monolith that rises from the harbor. But Rio's history stretches back long before the arrival of the Portuguese explorers who founded the city in 1565. Indigenous tribes, including the Tupinamba and the Tamoyo, inhabited the area for thousands of years, their lives intertwined with the rhythms of the sea and the surrounding forests. They called the harbor Guanabara Bay, which translates to arm of the sea in the Tupi language. Legends abound about the harbor's creation and its dramatic landscape. One tale tells of a giant who fell in love with a beautiful mermaid. When she rejected his advances, he flew into a rage, smashing the mountains into the sea and creating the islands that dot the bay. Pause 12. S. Number 3. Mount Everest. Pause 2. S. Our quest for natural wonders now takes us to the Himalayas, the highest mountain range on Earth, where snow-capped peaks pierce the sky and the air is thin and crisp. Here, towering above all others, stands Mount Everest, known as Chomolungma in Tibetan, meaning Goddess Mother of the World. At 29,031.7 feet above sea level, it is the highest point on our planet, a place of both awe-inspiring beauty and extreme challenge. For centuries, the people of the Himalayas have revered Everest as a sacred mountain, home to powerful deities. The Sherpa people, known for their strength and resilience, have lived in the shadow of Everest for generations, their lives intertwined with the mountain's rhythms. They believe that the mountain is inhabited by the goddess Myeolengsangma, who protects the region and its people. The allure of Everest has drawn adventurers and climbers from around the world, each seeking to test their limits and experience the thrill of standing on the roof of the world. The first successful ascent of Everest was in 1953 by Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay, an event that captured the world's imagination. Climbing Everest is not for the faint of heart. Yet, despite the risks, climbers continue to be drawn to Everest, driven by a thirst for adventure and a desire to push the boundaries of human endurance. Pause 12S, number 2. Paricutin volcano. Our journey takes us now to the heart of Mexico, to a land where fire meets earth, and where, in 1943, a mountain was born in a farmer's field. Pause 2S. Imagine, if you will, a typical day in the village of Paricutin, nestled in the rolling hills of Michoacan. Farmers tend their fields, children play in the streets, and the rhythm of life unfolds at a leisurely pace. Then, on February 20th, the earth begins to tremble, and a plume of smoke rises from a seemingly innocuous depression in a cornfield. This is the birth of Paricutin, one of the very few volcanoes in history to have been witnessed from its initial eruption to its extinction. Over the next few days, the eruption intensifies, spewing ash and molten rock into the sky and forcing the villagers to flee their homes. The cone of the volcano grows rapidly, reaching a height of 1,391 feet within a year. The village of Paricutin is slowly consumed by the advancing lava flow, eventually buried beneath tons of volcanic rock. The eruption of Paricutin, while destructive, also captivated the world's attention. Scientists flocked to the site, eager to study this rare geological event. Pause 12S, number 1. Victoria Falls. Our final destination takes us to southern Africa, to the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe, where the Zambezi River, one of Africa's mightiest waterways, plunges spectacularly over a precipice, creating a spectacle of awe-inspiring beauty and power. Victoria Falls. Imagine standing on the edge of this chasm, the roar of cascading water filling your ears, as a plume of mist rises high into the sky, creating rainbows that dance in the sunlight. It's no wonder that the local Kololo people called this place Mosi Owatunya, meaning the smoke that thunders. This breathtaking waterfall, stretching over a mile wide and plunging 354 feet into the Zambezi River Gorge, is the largest sheet of falling water in the world. The spray from the falls can often be seen from miles away, a testament to the immense power of nature. For centuries, the falls were known only to the local tribes, who revered them as a sacred place, home to the river god Nyaminyami. Legend has it that Nyaminyami, depicted as a giant river serpent, brought prosperity and good fortune to the people who lived along the Zambezi River. Today, Victoria Falls is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most popular tourist destinations in Africa. Visitors come from around the world to marvel at the fall's beauty and to experience the thrill of whitewater rafting in the Zambezi River below.